A roundup of the latest news now. Here are our top stories. 837 candidates have joined the Tory leadership race to replace Boris Johnson as UK Prime Minister, including Gabriel Jesus, Skepta, Nicki Minaj, Count Binface, Harry Maguire, Adele, Mohamed Salah, Ons Jabeur, Stormzy, Ed Sheeran, J.K. Rowling and Colin Firth. As the UK comes out of its latest heatwave, we look back at record-breaking temperatures, higher even than the Sahara Desert and Caribbean. Prince Charles accepted a £1 million donation from the Bin Laden family in 2013. Israel deploys its new child-avoiding missiles while bombing Gaza. And a French scientist causes something of a social media storm with a slice of chorizo. More on those top stories to come. First to the UK and the race to become the new PM. No fewer than 837 candidates originally entered the race, and we're now down to two: Foreign Secretary Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak, former Chancellor of the Exchequer, with the final results expected on the 5th of September. I'm joined by our political analyst, Walter Joke. Walter, first of all, how did the Conservative Party manage 837 candidates, some of which aren't even UK nationals?
Hello, Bob. Well, you see, the Tories are somewhat in disarray, so they fast-tracked a number of citizenship applications to ensure that there was a wide enough pool. The PR experts in the party also felt that there was limited appeal to youth, so various celebrity options were looked at with that in mind.
What can you tell us about Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak?
I can tell you that neither appeal to the youth in the slightest. I can tell you that Liz is now significantly ahead in the polls, which is only natural given a still bigoted electorate and an even more bigoted Tory party, which would never elect a brown person, although it can just about stomach a woman. It has before, of course. Liz is an unscrupulous money market-minded capitalist who switches positions and allegiances as the need arises, and Rishi Sunak is no different. Both are promising to cut taxes by 200% and deliver a succession of miracles, including a complete reversal of the ongoing sharp increase in the cost of living.
Walter, thank you. Earlier in the campaign, Tunisian tennis player and Wimbledon finalist Ons Jabeur and Egyptian footballer Mohamed Salah summarised their election manifestos.
My name is Ons Jabeur with the big forehand. Ons means gladness and no fear, not one night stand. I am minister of happiness, so I bring joy every day. I will serve well, whether on grass, sober or clay. I will hear the backbench hecklers, so I'm ready for a fight. Women and Africans, it's time to unite. I am simply the best. As you all know, should have won the Ballon d'Or. I blame Messi and co. In politics as in football. I will dribble past the other gets. I promise that I will get on the old guard's tits. I move extremely fast like Bojo on Viagra. My flow is heavy. It will drown you like Niagara.
To weather news now, and this summer has seen record-breaking temperatures and drought across the UK. At various points, UK temperatures significantly exceeded those in both the Sahara Desert and the Caribbean. With me in the studio to give some perspective on just how hot it's been are Tuareg musician Mohamed Bouaziz and Jamaican reggae vocalist Randall Carter, both currently on holiday in the UK. What made you both choose the UK as a holiday destination? Mohamed, let's start with you.
Bob. What are we doing to the planet? This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I'm on holiday in London. You may think I'm a fool, but the desert was just a little bit too cool. I came here to warm up and enjoy the heat. Now I can feel the dry ground under my feet. I'm a Tuareg. We are nomadic desert tribes. Over to my bro Randall for some reggae vibes.
Yeah, man. Lord of mercy. Me no know why it's so hot. Bumper clot. We never know how hot it can get in this country with no colonial regret. Me step off the plane all covered in sweat. It feels so hot. Me I start to fret. Man then talk about a hose pipe ban like the police gonna stop man with a watering can. Me come to this country to escape the cold. Me I need it for me joints, for the weed and the bones. The people them a take off
haul their clothes, and them a go on holiday, they block up all the roads. All of this is just to say global warming, it's here to stay.
Mohammed Randall, thank you. Prince Charles received a £1 million donation from the Bin Laden family. He made the following statement from Clarence House.
So I took a bit of money from the Arabs once again. The same family as that bloody terrorist, the one who hid out in his den. I certainly don't regret it, so you can all bugger off. It's all above board authentic, like beef stroganoff. And if you don't like it, well, tough doo-doo. You're not the prince and heir to the throne, are you? No, you're not.
Israel has announced the introduction of a new child-avoiding missile deployed in its latest bombardment of the Gaza Strip. With me in the studio to discuss the new weapon is IDF spokesman Ofek Anuzi. Ofek, tell us about the new missile.
Hello, Bob. What I can tell you is this missile has the latest child detecting software inside, which enables the missile to divert away from minors and contain the resulting explosion. So what happens here is the child's parents and siblings aged 19 and over may be taken out, but the child will survive. According to the latest figures, Israel has killed 50 Palestinians in Gaza in recent days, many of them civilians and 17 of them children. So perhaps the technology isn't working quite as effectively as you would have hoped? Bob, listen, like any new technology, we need to give it time before we can see the results. I think the child avoiding part is working well, but the explosion containment aspect maybe needs some work. In the meantime, we just need to take out a few more kids before we can see better results.
And finally, French scientist Etienne Klein has caused a stir on social media after posting an image on Twitter which he initially claimed was of Proxima Centauri, the closest star to our solar system as seen through the James Webb Space Telescope, but which several likes and retweets later he subsequently revealed was in fact an image of a slice of chorizo. Mr. Klein defended himself from the French capital, Paris.
C'est vrai, it's just a sausage from Spain. I am very sorry to have been a pain, but life is short, we must seize the day and have lots of fun in our own way. The news is depressing, things are getting pricey, so I thought why not post a sausage which is spicy. I did it to make a point about you gullible people, you see. It ended up serving as a profile raiser for me.